Hello, hello, my friends. Hello. How are you doing today? So, this morning, let's chill and just chat. Okay? Let's chill and just have a good little conversation about few things. But first off, I am going to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you so much. As I said, the numbers are climbing, and I really, really appreciate your support. And for all my new subscribers, thank you so much for coming on board here at the Chill Spot. So, I am sitting in my garden. So, usually, you can sit under a mango tree. This morning, I am sitting underneath my banana tree. Just chilling here, getting a little bit of vitamin D, and so I can have plenty so that when I go back to the true north, strong and free, I have enough within me to sustain me until the summer. Okay, my friends? So, I'm hoping when I get back to the True North Strong and Free, I can do live videos. But for now, we just have to do the recordings and then I will post. Because last night, my friends, the power went out from about 8 p.m. and it didn't come back until early this morning. And once the power goes out, you know what? Complete darkness. But I do have solar lights around the house, so it wasn't so bad. So, and the internet is very choppy, so you don't want to start a live stream and then boom, it just died on you. So, this is what I am going to do for now, just do the recording and post. So, as I said, I'm sitting in the garden, so I have a few rocks because, there's some things that is running around here. Sometimes you will see a mongoose running. They're here. But you know what? They're good to have around, right? Because they will take care of if there's any snakes or scorpions. So I have a rock, so just in case if anything is coming close, I can scare it off. So yesterday, my friends, let me share with you, yesterday, I was inside sitting on my bed. I was going through my phone and I heard a rumbling that goes like this. Oof, 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 oof. And then the bed starts to wobble like this. And I go, now what's going on? What is Farmer Ray doing right now? What is he drilling? My friends, I didn't know that it was an earthquake I was experiencing because it's my second time feeling an earthquake. I think when I was about 9 years old, I felt an earthquake here in Jamaica. And then now, yesterday, I felt one. And then I go, this is interesting because Farmer Ray's not doing anything. Why is my bed going like this? And I am in rural St. Elizabeth. And I guess it was felt even much stronger in Kingston. I really, really don't know, but some people felt it and some didn't. So that was quite the experience yesterday. Yeah. So yes, my friends. So what is going on with you today? It's a beautiful, beautiful day in Jamaica, and I am very, very happy here. There's a lot of things that really, really worked for me when I am here. Number one, my asthma is not as bad. my sinuses is not as bad, and I don't feel congested as much. So that really, really helps me. And I know quite a lot of people can agree with me that when you go to a Caribbean country, the vitamin D is very helpful for mental clarity. It's helpful for just the way how we operate daily, our mood. It really, really helps, vitamin D. And it is the free one, not the one in the bottle. So it's even better. So my friends, if you're able to get out when, even in North America, if you're able to get out when it's sunny, please do so and get some vitamin D in our bodies, because the darker your complexion is, you need more vitamin D. Make sure you get your vitamin D. And please, if you're not able to get into the sunshine, please do buy it in a bottle. Okay? So yes, my friends, so those are some information worth sharing about vitamin D. The darker the skin, the more you need. And one day I am going to have my sister on to talk about nutrition, to talk about diabetes. She's qualified. I am not. And so it's good to get the information from individuals who are expertise in those areas. Okay, my friends? So it's a great day in the neighborhood, as Mr. Rogers would say. It's a wonderful day in this neighborhood, wonderful day in this neighborhood. Will you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Who remember Mr. Rogers? He was such a wonderful soul, like just watching him on television. I always tuned in, to Mr. Rogers. And, as my first son, we watched Mr. Rogers together, and Arthur, those shows back in the early 90s, 1991, and Sesame Street. Those shows our kids grew up on, right? The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, my friends, is our experience on the road. Oh my goodness. As I said, you have to go to Pothole University to learn how to navigate. You have to keep your eyes on the road, my friends, because the drivers here in rural Jamaica, they don't play. If they can get around you to get to where they're going quicker, I'm telling you, they will do it. They don't care. It's like they don't understand the road code. Their judgment, some people, is zero. They just go, and bang, could be head-on collision. So, my friends, we don't travel too far outside of our district, because I am not taking the chance, my friends. I'm not taking the chance. The farthest we went since we came was Lover's Leap. So I'm not taking any chances, my friend. Not at all. So I am going to spin the back camera. So maybe you could see some butterflies going. There's some bees to the right on the Spanish Needle. They are taking in their dose of food, and yeah, it's pretty calm. You hear that sound? Farmer Ray is working away. I wanted to share with you that I have a son. He's in Japan. He's going to school. And it's a new life for him, even though he speaks the language fluently. It's a huge learning curve for him. You know, he's always sharing with me that, the mannerism is different. You can't really read some people. It's hard to tell if they're angry, if they're happy, or they're just chilling. It's very hard, but he is doing very well, my friends. I'm hoping he will start sending me some videos so I can share with you guys. He's only 26 years old, and he went to Japan 2.5 years ago to accomplish his dreams to be an animator. So he is doing well. Oftentimes, my son will share with me that, people will just stare at him. They will not say hi, but they will just stare. And a pity they don't know that he is very fluent in their language. So, and because he's tall, some folks say, "Oh, you look like a basketball player," but anyways, he's doing great in Japan. Um, Hopefully one day I'll be able to visit Japan. I told him, graduation time, mom and dad, by God's grace, will definitely be there to cheer him on. So, my friends, yes, I have one child who speaks Japanese. My other son speaks Spanish and Portuguese. He's probably about 80% fluent in Spanish and Portuguese. So, yeah. So, 4 sons. I do have 4 sons and 3 grandchildren. So, yes, my friends, I was a very, very, very busy mommy. When I look back, my friends, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So, and raising boys, I'm telling you, it is not an easy task. But Farmer Ray and I did it. Now that they're grown adults, if they chose to go on another path, then that's all up to them. And I know some of us parents, we've tried our very best to raise our children the best way we know how. And as the African proverb says, it takes a village. Sometimes the village is not there for you, it's just you. Right? So you just do the best that you can. But one of these days, we're going to talk about parenting, the journey of parenting and raising boys. So, my friends, stay tuned for that. We will talk about the challenges of raising children and some strategies that you can use, especially when they're toddlers, to correct some behaviors so that when they get older, the challenges will not be as difficult because those behaviors were corrected from they were very, very small. So stay tuned for that, my friends. I just saw some butterflies before I started the recording. Why did they disappear? Come on, butterflies. My subscribers need to see nature. Come on. Only the bees are showcasing their beauty this morning, but not the butterflies. I saw an orange one. I saw a white and brown butterfly. Where are you, butterflies? Come on. Oh, there's a yellow one far, far away, but you cannot see those ones. So yes, my friends, so that is life, if you are struggling today just to put one foot forward, just, try your best to rise above those challenges and make it a good day as much as you can. Okay, my friends? Just make it a good day. So, Jamaica is it's a great country. Just beautiful here in the countryside. It's bush, and I just love this. I really, really do. And if you have, ooh, a butterfly just passed, my friends, and I put the camera back too quickly. Oh my goodness. Wow. Anyways, you just missed that. So, as I said, the countryside is beautiful, and I am a person that I just don't take life for granted. I enjoy the simple things. Wherever you build your home or wherever you are staying in Jamaica, life can be very beautiful. Okay, my friends, it can be very, very beautiful. You just got to learn to enjoy the simple things in life, or try to take off one hat and put on another hat, and that's going to be your world. Okay? So we are here in the country, rural, dirt road, and we are very happy here, right? We just live simple. If we have things growing in the garden, we will reap that, the cassava, the pumpkin, the bananas, the guava, the sugar cane. We are very content with that. We don't have to go to the market to buy those things. And when you're in the countryside, it's a different type of feelings you get, right? You're less stressed. You get time to reflect on your life. You're just so grateful for, waking up in the morning and the sunshine peeking through the window. That's such a blessing. And where we're at, we don't have neighbors to the left. We just, in our lane, we have like 5 homes, and there's not much. You don't hear people quarreling. You don't hear any loud noise or anything. As I said, I'm sitting in my garden, like in the bush, so to speak, and you don't hear anybody talking, anything at all. It's just quiet. And I like solitude. I like to be alone sometimes, just, having my mind chatters and just talking to myself and just reflecting and just be grateful, my friends. So if you get the opportunity to spend time in solitude, it's a wonderful, wonderful therapy for your mental health. Yes, it is, and I can attest to that. I sure do. So, my friends, I don't see the butterflies coming, so I think we're going to end this recording very soon. So, my friends, that's it for today underneath my banana tree. So be blessed, and thank you again for subscribing. Please tell a friend to subscribe to the Chill Spot, Faith Chill Spot, so that we can grow together, we can learn together, and we can just be ourselves. Okay, my friends, until next time, be blessed and have a wonderful day. Blessings, my friends.